Hey there, it's Walt. I'm sitting in our studio where we work, which is an old stone cottage high on a hill next to our house, which overlooks the North Atlantic Ocean. And we're surrounded by hundreds of acres of dairy pasture, and it's nearly perfectly still today, as it is most days. If we hear an internal combustion engine, it's a rarity. If we hear a plane, it's a rarity. In fact, some days it's so still, like it is today, that it's almost as if your ears are broken. It's that quiet, it's that peaceful. And as someone who is an introvert, as someone who needs to go to quiet in order to recharge, this level of stillness is so important to my emotional wellness, to my ability to show up in the world and do the work I want to do in the world. And we're getting ready to travel, and we're getting ready to go out to a number of conferences and meetings and events, which we look forward to doing. And I'm aware today of the balance between that stillness and that interaction out in the world. I was reading last night, and as I was reading, I was also thinking about all of the things that I need to do in order to get ready to travel and get ready to go out on the road. And I found myself pivoting between the reading and my iPhone, and just kind of bouncing along the surface of things. And I realized how easy it is to get into that habit of just bouncing along the surface of things. Sometimes I succumb to that. I'll be reading a book and then looking at the phone, reading the book, being in social media. Sometimes I find myself doing that even when I'm working, when I'm really not as disciplined as I like to be, as I teach others to be, and just bouncing along the surface. And when we bounce along the surface, we don't go deep with the work. We don't really connect with our ultimate power, which is our creativity. You know, so much of what so many of us do is going to be lost ultimately to artificial intelligence. You know, much of the work that I used to do as a lawyer will be lost to AI. Most accounting functions and numerical functions will be lost to AI. And the great gift of our humanity is our ability, our innate ability to create, to go deep, to reflect, to ideate, to come up with these things that have led to the great developments of our world, the great achievements, the great art, the Sistine Chapel, the David, the internet, the light bulb, the supercomputer. All of those came from nothing. They came from the depths of our humanity, the depths of our creativity. And that is our great gift, to be able to go deep. And how horrible it is when we get lost in that surface skittering, because the ability to go deep is much like a muscle. We have to stay at it. We have to stay in it, or else we lose the ability to focus. We lose the ability to go deep. And stillness, whether you are an extrovert who likes to go out and recharge at a party, or whether you're an introvert like me who wants to go into quiet to recharge, in either case, stillness is that place where we can touch that great gift of our humanity. Because think about where your great ideas come from. They don't come from, being in it all the time. They come from that moment when you're in the shower, or when you're walking, or when you're just looking up at the stars. It just drops in. And yet how infrequently we give ourselves the gift of just opening up that space. There's a remarkable new book by Ryan Holiday called 𝗏𝗏𝗏, and it's a beautiful book. And I often talk about stillness being the key to all of creativity. And so, as much as you can, seek out those places to touch the stillness, to be still, to steep in the stillness, and to connect with those great gifts, which are our creativity. Be still. In the stillness is your power. Make it a great rest of the day, great rest of the week. Talk soon.